Home field advantage. You want to use that in this game. Toronto will try and do so here. He is a star among stars, and today we'll get to watch him play his game. Vladimir Guerrero on the field. Well, it's what you've been waiting for. 2K Sports, Major League Baseball, Wednesday afternoon. And let's glance at Toronto's starter. Steve, what's he got in his mind now as he takes a look at Oakland today?
This lineup should not be much of a problem for this righty on the mound today. He has some of the best stuff in the game, one of the elite pitchers. He should be able to go through them easily and retire outs.
Here's the lineup for the A's.
Well, this is not one of the better offenses in the game, so for them to win, they tend to need low-scoring affairs to prevail.
Their rookie left fielder at the plate. Well, lost for the A's last night, so a three-game series sees them dropping the first. Chance to make it a rubber match against the Jays. He watches the first pitch. That ends up in the zone. Strike one. Looking at that last outing, they ran into trouble 10th inning.
Yeah, they made some mistakes late in the game, and that's when you can't make them. It seems to be more magnified.
On the ground to third, number 7. In time for the out. Just in time, but that's all that matters.
Let's get a look at this call at first base. You see it, the ball just beats him to the bag in a bang-bang play, but he's out.
Got a chance to check out the Blue Jays defensively around the horn.
Now, defense has been a problem for this club, and when you take a look at the number of errors they've committed, it's in the bottom 5 in the American League. They just have not been able to make the plays like other teams have to be able to get big outs.
Now a swing pops him up left side of the infield. 2 away. And here's what the Blue Jays schedule looks like. We finish up this Oakland series tomorrow. They take on the Rockies in interleague series. That's a 3-game series. And then they'll go up against the White Sox in Chicago. And their catcher at the plate. Watches that fastball. That goes by him for a strike.
That's a good fastball right there. He blew that one right by him.
The pitch. Ball. Inside for a ball. Evens the count at 1.
That's not a spot where he wants to throw that pitch. It's danger right there if it's left out over the plate. He's got to bury that into the dirt.
Good looking fastball. Called the ball though. 2-1. There's a swing and a miss at a hard slider, even at 2. Fouled away. Foul! Hit sharply towards the hole. And they'll record the out at first base. Good timing on that play.
Well, he might not have been able to get him out at the plate, but a short run over to first, and he still retires his man.
And they are retired in short order. Good defensive half inning. So it'll be the Toronto Blue Jays, bottom half of the first. Oakland starter for our ball game. Steve, he's facing the Toronto lineup today. What is he thinking about?
Well, pretty even matchup right here. A lineup that does struggle, but a pitcher that struggles at times as well. And the fact that he's a left-hander on the mound may give him a little bit of an advantage with the movement on his pitches, but I think he's going to need run support to have success to win a ball game.
Ground ball towards second. Number 23. Throw one to first in time, one away. We'll take a moment to look at the Blue Jays lineup. John, who do we keep an eye on?
Well, you see a guy that's so free swinging as Vladimir Guerrero, and you wonder, how does he put up these predictably Hall of Fame numbers every single year? Well, because he has an innate ability to put the ball in play no matter where it is thrown. And that's why he's so difficult to pitch to with that great hand-eye coordination.
Now we'll take a quick look at the A's, how they're taking the field defensively.
I think the key defensively is to just not get too fancy. You don't have to make the razzle-dazzle plays. Get routine outs. Just don't allow them extra base runners or extra outs in the game.
Catcher gets a hold of that one in the dirt. Here's the 1-0. Fastball just misses, and he falls behind 2-0.
Well, that right there is a really good pitch, just missing the outside corner. Give the batter a lot of credit, though. That is one of the toughest pitches to lay off of, that hard fastball away.
Hit on the ground towards second. Number 23. In time for the out. Here's the schedule for the Athletics early in the season. Tomorrow they finish up this Toronto series. They try out a National League opponent. The Atlanta Braves will be hosting. That's Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Following that, a meeting against another team in the AL West, the Houston Astros. That's a foul ball. Here's the delivery. That one's on the ground, but he gets it in front of him. Here's the pitch. And here's a swing and a miss. He couldn't get that one. 1-2.
Well, that's just one of those the pitcher says, here it comes, try to hit it. Fastball hitter, he wanted that pitch, he just didn't quite come up with the swing.
Line towards third and foul. That misses below the knees. That'll run us to the full 3-2 count.
Well, that fastball right there just missed, just below the knees. Tell you what, a borderline pitch. I think they wanted that one bad.
Swing and a ball drilled down the right field line. That one's into the corner, and he drops back to the warning track to pull it in. And they're unable to make any noise here in this half inning. Both teams still looking for that first run here in Toronto. Cleanup batter due up next. The rookie shortstop in. He'll start it off here in the second. First pitch is a slider in there, 0-1.
Well, that one just froze him. He clearly wasn't looking for that, and he gets locked up down and away.
Oh, and he lays off the fastball. Good pitch, 1-1.
Well, that's just some good old country hardball right there. Four-seam fastball up in the zone.
1-1 delivery. A fastball taken for a strike, 1-2.
Some guys really like the low fastball. In this situation, though, he ends up taking the pitch.
Slider, 2-2. There's a bullet towards third. And his throw is in time. First out of the inning.
Let's take a look at last year's rankings and see how the Oakland Athletics fared. 7th in batting average with runners in scoring position. 9th in doubles, and they were in the top 10 in triples, really showing that aggressiveness out of the batter's box, thinking three when they hit the ball in the gap.
Pitch on the way. Change-up misses badly, 1-0.
Well, the Blue Jays handled themselves at home at Rogers Center pretty well last year. A 42-39 record overall, but their pitchers didn't love it. They gave up a ton of runs. A hitter's ballpark.
Line drive. That's foul towards first. Further evidence of what Steve was talking about at the Rogers Center. The Jays allowed 418 runs on the ground to short. Jimenez. 2 away.
For the Oakland Athletics, center fielder, number 22.
Up now, the center fielder. Fastball is downstairs. 1 ball, no strikes. Now the 1-0 pitch. And he looks at a slider that's in there. 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. Takes a swing at that fastball. Doesn't get to it. 1-2.
Some guys throw in, some guys pitch in. He pitched in right there to get the strike. Now let's see if he pitches away.
The 1-2 on its way. Fastball swung on and missed. Side retired. And nothing across here in this half of the inning. We've still got the shutout here at Rogers Center.
For the Toronto Blue Jays.
And a little bit of sun peeking through now. We've had a lot of cloudy skies here today, but a good day for baseball. Fastball just misses. 1-0. That one's in the dirt. Nice stop. This one's grounded foul wide of first. And here's the pitch. That misses outside. We go to 3-1. Into the motion now, the 3-1. A smash to first. And he will take it himself for the out. What an individual effort.
Number 30.
Diving only half the play that time. Then he had to find someplace to go to get an out.
Well, terrific play getting to the ball, and then the presence of mind to be able to get the out without making a throw. Super job. Well, I've got a moment to take a look back to last year's Toronto Blue Jays. 4th in triples, 5th in home runs. And offensively, scoring runs is the name of the game, and they got that done, ranked in the top 5 in the league in scoring runs. It shows the ability to score in so many different ways.
Sliders in there, no balls and a strike.
A good late break, hard break on that breaking pitch. Outstanding effort.
Oh, 1 fastball and a called strike. Fastball is a waste pitch that time. 1-2. Fastball got him looking 2 down.
For the Toronto Blue Jays.
Well, they set him up away and they buzz him up and in. That's an outstanding pitch right there. He couldn't pull the trigger on it.
Now a look at the teams who generated the most runs last year, courtesy of State Farm. Number 1, the Red Sox. 2nd, the Yankees. Third spot, the Rangers. Tigers fourth. And for the Blue Jays, they are in fifth.
Well, the thing you ask your team, the manager and the hitting coach, is, look, guys, get us some runs. This team does it as good as anyone in the league last year, and they just love to get on base, make things happen with speed, but they can also take it out of the ballpark.
Here it comes. Tried to get him to go after the slider. 1-1. The 1-1. Slider just off the black that time. 2-1. Here's the 2-1. That one goes foul. Lined foul towards third.
Well, anytime you have two strikes, if you look at the pitch coming out of the pitcher's hand and you think it's going to be a borderline pitch, you better swing. You don't leave it in the hands of the umpire. Take your chances, and that's what he did. He fouled it off. Now he's going to see another one.
3-2 on the way. And he didn't get the call on that one. Ball four.
Well, this was a classic intentional walk. First base open. Willingness to put him on. Tried to get him to chase off the zone, but he laid off.
We'll have some great MLB action coming your way. April 1st, it's for real. We'll be at the Rogers Center, home of the Blue Jays. They play host to the visiting Colorado Rockies. Game time is 1 p.m. Eastern, 10 Pacific. He swings and drives this one. And the side's retired as they head into the dugout. So they can't push any across here in this half of the inning. Both teams still looking for that first run here in Toronto. We got the bottom three in the lineup due up. For those of you just joining in, I'm Gary Thorne along with John Kruk and Steve Phillips. We bring you Major League Baseball here on 2K Sports. There's a swing, line drive, center field. And there it is. That's their first hit of the ball game.
At the plate for the
Well, this is just a good piece of hitting right here. No out starting the inning, and you're put yourself in scoring position. That's big.
Cortez, he'll come to the plate. This is his 11th year. First pitch, a changeup outside, 1-0. Here's a swing and a fly ball to right center. And Snyder waiting. One down.
At the plate for the Oakland Athletics.
Clark up now. This is his first opportunity in this one. One out with a runner at second. He delivers. Starts him out with a changeup for a strike. Can't extend on that one. Behind now 0-2.
Well, that's just an absolutely great pitch. You wonder why the batter swung through it. If he can continue to throw that pitch right there, they're not going to hit that one today.
Can't get him to chase the fastball. Low, 1-2.
Well, anytime you have a good fastball and you can keep it down in the zone around the knees or lower, it's great location and, believe me, very difficult to hit.
And he leaves this one high and outside, evens us up at 2. At the belt, here's the 2-2 pitch. Fastball got him 2 down.
We got a second now to see the four-seam fastball in K-Camp.
2 straight fastballs. He still couldn't catch up with it.
Well, if a pitcher comes back with a fastball right after he threw one and gets the K, you know he's throwing gas out there.
Well, this is some kind of battle we're looking at right here, Gary.
Grounded out his last time up. First pitch on the way. Slider swung on and missed. 0-1.
Well, he got that slider, and he thought that's where he wanted it. He took a mighty rip at it, but he came up empty.
Good hard slider that time. He's in control in the count now. 0-2. Here's the pitch. Slider in the dirt. Don't bite at the change. 2-2. And it's fouled off. And he fouls another one off.
Well, the pitcher's got to think now, boy, what can I do to get this guy out? I just threw a great pitch on the outside part of the plate, and he just got enough of it to foul it off. Now you got to work.
And he'll step on first to retire the side. They pick up no runs on one hit and leave a man at second. Still unable to score. Oakland still 0.
The plate for the Toronto Blue Jays.
Number 8 spot in the lineup. He's our first batter, home half of the 3rd inning. Swings on that first pitch, misses the fastball, 0-1. Let's take a look at how this pitcher has been utilizing his arsenal of pitches.
And mixing up your pitches, to me, he's throwing way too many changeup. He's become reliant on it.
Towards center field. That looks like a single.
Well, that's the start they wanted right there. You get the first guy on with the inning, no outs. Big things could happen now.
And the lineups with the most home runs around the league last year, courtesy of State Farm. Number 1, the Yankees. 2nd, the Rangers. 3rd spot, the Red Sox. 4th, the Orioles. And for the Blue Jays, they are in 5th.
Well, this team lives and dies with the home run ball. They were one of the top teams in the league last year at hitting the ball out of the ballpark, and they seem to want to continue that in this season. They have so much power and depth throughout this lineup that every one of these guys can hurt you.
Here's the delivery. He sends this one in the air towards center. One away now.
At the plate for the Toronto Blue Jays.
And in the batter's box, it's Springer.
Number 4, George Springer.
One out, man on first. Now the first pitch. Up the middle it goes. He's up with it. That's one out. And they turn the double play. No runs, one hit, and no one left on base. Both teams still looking for that first run here in Toronto. 2-hole to get things started net. Up now, their second baseman. Steve, let's take a look at what he's getting done out there on the mound.
How's this righty doing it? Well, he's getting a lot of ground ball outs, and it's because they just cannot seem to stay behind the ball. They keep hitting the top of the ball.
And a 1-ball count as we get going here in the 4th.
Well, Gary, they really can't seem to mount any offense at all. I mean, one hit through 4 innings, and you really have to look at your approach at the plate.
Called strike on the outside corner, and it's 1-1.
Now, Gary, the pitcher pulled the string on this one. It looks like a fastball, and then it just dies out as it gets to the plate. Good late movement.
1-1 on the way. Watches that fastball go by, and now he's at 1-2.
Outstanding mechanics right there. He gets all of his body into the pitch. Great velocity on it. A strike away.
Fastball just about had him, and it's a 2-2 count. Here it comes. Plays off, and we're full 3-2. To be effective, you got to mix your pitch types and speed. Here's what we've seen from this pitcher today. What's your take, guys?
I mean, the one thing you notice comparing to his normal trends, he's definitely throwing that four-seamer a lot more today.
I mean, typically his put-away pitch is his slider. It's his best pitch. I'm not sure why he's not using it unless something's not right out there with his mechanics or he's not feeling quite right.
Number 3 slot up again here. Grounded out last time. Ground out victim last time through. Oh, there he goes for second. And his throw, he is out. Great throw. He gets caught on that one. Boy, they didn't wait very long to go.
Well, he went on the first pitch, and he didn't catch anybody by surprise as they looked ready for it. Good pitch to throw. The catcher gets him out.
And they thought they had that pitcher read, and he was wrong. He makes contact, line drive, and it's caught. The play made by Clement.
That ball was hit extremely well, but fortunately, the second baseman had him played perfect.
Cleanup man in the box again. We have seen a great pitching performance on the mound and a tremendous use of that strike zone that's been on display here.
Well, this lineup is struggling because he's done such a good job of mixing it up location-wise, don't you think, Steve?
Absolutely. I mean, it's been difficult for the hitters to figure out what's going to happen next. They've been off balance all game long. They just can't center the ball.
Starts him off with one in there for a strike. Here's the pitch. Smash towards the middle. That one gets through for a base hit.
Well, the last thing you want to do is have a quick inning. That 2-out hit right there will prolong the inning. Great piece of hitting.
It's going to be Wilson now. Grounded out his last time through. First pitch to him. It's 0-1 as he swings and misses at that fastball. Let's take a look at what he's doing on these first pitch to hitters.
Talk about the importance of first pitch strikes. Well, this shows you here he's retired 6 hitters in this game after he's throwing a first pitch strike.
Trying to get him to chase a slider, but it's 1-2. Gets in front, stopped it. It's in the dirt. Changeup swung on and missed. That will retire the side. No runs on a hit, and they'll strand him. Scoreboard in Toronto, empty.
Coming to bat for the Toronto.
Well, there are going to be lots of snow cones and ice cream sales here today. Anything to cool you down. And we're going to see Snyder here. He's ready to start the home half here in the 4th inning. Takes a swing at that fastball. Can't connect. 0-1.
Well, if you're going to get a good fastball, you better pull the trigger a little sooner. You can't be late on that heater.
Foul strike on a fastball, and it's 0-2.
When you can spot your four-seam fastball to the outside corner, the hitter has to have balance at the plate and not pull off the ball.
Swung on and fouled away. Big swing and a miss on a heater. Strike him out, 1 down.
Now we're going to get a chance, Gary, to see the four-seam fastball in K-Camp.
He was picking on him on the inside part of the plate.
Well, he made the pitcher's job so much easier by taking that swing. Better recognition of what the pitcher's trying to do out there could help him in his next at-bat. For the free-swinging Vlad Guerrero started to become a bit of an ageless wonder. Last year at the O's, he proved that he can still produce.
Here we go. Here's the first pitch. Off the plate with a fastball, and it's 1-0. And for Vladimir Guerrero, he answered a lot of skeptics with his bat last year for the Orioles and was able to stay healthy as he DH.
Well, he didn't have the same pop in his bat that we've seen in the past.
And this one's up the middle. And that's through a base hit.
Let's see how Vladimir Guerrero ranked last year based upon his performance. First in home runs, fifth in slugging percentage. The batting average numbers were there as he ranked in the top 10 hitters in the league, putting the ball in play, finding holes, and finding a way to get on base.
In the box, their third baseman. 0 for 1 thus far. Here's the first pitch. Line shot into center field. Makes its way through for a single. Fantastic chance here.
Well, anytime you have 2 hits in a game, it will build confidence, and he's carrying it over into this game.
Up again now, the number 5 spot. How's he getting these first pitches across? Well, let's take a look.
The first pitch of an at-bat may be the most critical pitch of the at-bat, especially when you get strike one. He's gotten 6 hitters out today when he's gone 0-1 in the count.
One out with runners at first and second. And he starts him out. He swings on that 0-0 delivery, misses the fastball. Strike one.
Well, that pitch right there, he just blew it right by the hitter, swung late.
Low for a ball, 1-1.
Boy, it's a great fastball right there, down in the strike zone. Now there's so many ways to go. Let's see how he comes back to attack this hitter.
Smashes that one towards the shortstop. Dorado here's a position to get something done.
Well, an outstanding piece of hitting to load the bases. Picks up that single, and now the pressure mounts.
Up now, the center fielder. And he'll be swinging with the bases loaded.
But Gary, they got a big opportunity now to take the lead in this situation.
A shot up the middle, and that looks like an RBI and a single. I think there's an issue of how much is left in his tank right here, so that bullpen's going to get active.
You know, it's still early in the game, though, so I'd be surprised if they make this move this early. They may just getting prepared in case they need to go there.
1 run on that one, so we get to see what that does on our win expectancy chart. It's going to be Clement now, and he's got a shot with the bases loaded.
And they can really open up this game now with a big hit.
Pitcher wants this big hit more than anyone. Here's the pitch. Fastball is high, 1-0. And of course, as a pitcher, you got to keep your eye on which pitches are effective on any given day and which ones aren't. Here's a look at which pitches he's thrown that have generated hits.
But looking at this guy's slider, that thing has been hit 4 times.
You know, it's a bit concerning how he's been hit when he's gone to that pitch, but you can't be too disappointed with how he's come out and pitched in this one. He's definitely given his team a chance to win.
Missed with the fastball outside, 2-1. The 2-1 pitch. That's off the plate away, 3-1.
Well, he works the count to 3-0, and this is a hitter right here. You don't have to nibble and try to hit the corners. Throw it over the middle of the plate with good stuff. More than likely, you'll get him out.
Here's one hit very well deep. Bounces up against the wall. 1 run scores. And the second run comes around. Toronto's offense creating multiple opportunities.
Well, a great piece of work right there to get that double and put himself in scoring position. He got a fastball and took a good rep at it. Nice, short, compact swing.
Runners at second and third, only 1 away. Change up, misses badly, 1-0.
Well, that's where you look for a changeup from the pitcher away in the strike zone. If they look for it and get it, they can really shoot that thing the other way and do some damage.
Fastball misses badly. He's behind 2-0. Line towards third and foul. And he misses high. We'll run the count to 3-1.
Well, that pitch right there just seemed to get away from the pitcher, took off on him. Looked like he tried to overthrow that a little bit.
And that misses. Ball 4. Now you got the sacks full.
A 3-ball pitch, and he goes with the slider. Now he has no margin for error as he loads the bases.
Jimenez gets a turn here.
Well, it's not surprising they're going to the bullpen now. I just thought maybe they waited a little bit too long. Should have gone and gotten him a little bit earlier.
Well, I think we're seeing some padding here, although in this game there's no such thing as insurance rooms, really.
You got the pitcher on the rope. You have to take advantage of it while he's down.
Last time up, flew out. Ready with a 1-0. Slider just misses the black, falls behind 2-0.
Well, you got a guy here who doesn't swing the bat real well, and you falling behind 2-0 with the bases loaded, there's a great chance that he's taking a strike right now to make you throw something over the plate.
On the way. Curveball drops in for a strike, 2-1. Comes set. Here's the 2-1 pitch. The pitch that time at the knees, 2-2. He's ready. 2-2 on the way. Swung on, missed, curveball, struck him out, 2 down.
I tell you, that kind of breaking ball in the low 80s is awfully tough to hit.
Explain this one. Hit it right down Main Street, and he missed it.
Well, the hitters up here are the best of the best, but they're still human, and this is just going to show you that anybody can swing and miss a pitch down the middle.
And in the batter's box, it's Springer. Bases are loaded with 2 down. Here's the first pitch. It's taken high for a ball. Nunez out of the zone with it.
Well, you can see what he's doing. He's just pulling that ball away from him, trying to overthrow it, and he can't seem to find the strike zone. He has to be able to rein that thing in right now.
The 1-0 now. And it's fouled away. Slider misses, and it's 2-1. Two 2-1 pitch. That one's drilled to short. Number 25 throws on to first. Side is retired. They're able to capitalize on the fourth, knocking across the first runs of our game. The Jays lead it 3-0. And if you're just joining in, Gary Thorne with Steve Phillips and John Crunk bringing you Major League Baseball here on 2K Sports.
Well, it's always nice to have a defensive replacement.
Swings, hits this one pretty well, deep right center. That's one down.
Now the center fielder has to range to his left, but able to track this one down and make it look easy.
And the number 7 batter in the box. Now, so much has been working for this man on the mound today. Effective using the pitches that are outside the strike zone. He has been fooling hitters.
Well, he's been very effective today, and you look at the performance, he's generating strikes with pitches out of the zone, getting the hitters to chase.
Oh, absolutely, Steven. You want to try to expand the strike zone. You start in the strike zone early and then try to make them chase. That's what he's had these hitters doing all game.
Strike started off the at-bat 0-1.
Gary, they've only left a couple runners on base offensively so far through the middle part of this ball game, and they're going to have to give themselves more opportunities to see if they can't come up with that big base hit. That's just not enough offense.
Doesn't get the call on the slider. 1-1.
Well, I think we're going to see the catcher call for a lot of sliders in this one, Gary. He's got a good one, and hitters just have not been able to figure it out.
There's a swing and a drive deep to left field as he drops back and puts it away.
Well, they followed the advanced scouting reports to a T. They played the outfielders back that time. and he hit it right into the teeth of the defense.
Cortez, he'll come to the plate. 0 for 1 thus far. And the first pitch. And a fly ball, and this could be it. And you just saw it, folks. That's going to be the last play of this game.
Well, they treated their hometown crowd to a phenomenal pitching performance in this one. A big win on the shoulders of their pitchers.
We take a look at our player of the game, delivering the goods for the ball club in this contest.
One big hit that can change the difference of a ball game, and that's what happened today. This hitter came up with that big clutch hit, so he's our obvious choice for player of the game.
And Steve, that ought to send these folks home happy.
Well, no question about it. They get the win in a close game, a lot of excitement and enthusiasm, and ready for the next one.
This is Gary Thorne with John Truck and Steve Phillips. Hope you had a great time, as good as we did. Then you're all set. See you next time.